because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened, because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe.
Today I will elaborate on the common sayings that goes, "Not all men." Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update, and it has come to my attention that there is this Twitch streamer who has recently been in hot water for just spreading misinformation and hating on men. But don't worry, there is a happy ending to this whole story. But first, let's listen to something she has to say.
Wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it.
So, as I am a male gamer, and I have been familiar with my fellow gamers, including me at times, saying sexist and misogynistic stuff while gaming, I think it is only fair if I get to give my perspective to this whole thing. So 99% of all the people she says are getting emotional because a girl joins the game, they are not actually being emotional. They are just trolls who want to invoke a reaction out of you. I know this because my name is Mr. Troll, for crying out loud. Granted, I'm a retired gaming troll, but I have experience with all of this. Most guys are completely okay with girls playing games, and if they are not, then that says more about them than it does about the girls they are hating on. Now let's talk about the opposite case. When a guy is too okay with a girl playing games, and the guy gets too excited and starts making advances on you that make you uncomfortable, then once again, that says more about him than it does about you. This is not happening in real life, this is only a video game. Now I could explain to you the difference between the real life versus the virtual world, but I don't have to, because this comment right here explains it the best. You have a mute and a block button, that's right. You cannot just silence someone like that in real life, but when you're online, just block them, and you don't have to deal with them anymore. Now let's see what else this comment says. If you wanna be in a community, stop trying to change that community. Yes, if you don't like the community, just find a different community. Now I know the gaming community is toxic a lot of the times, and you might get sexist remarks and all of that, but part of being a successful gamer is knowing how to deal with all of that toxicity. Once again, you can just block those people. And if you are incapable of dealing with all of that, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but perhaps being a gamer is not the right career choice for you. And this is regardless if you're a man or a woman. I am a man, but if I was getting offended because some trolls only wanted attention, I would just stop playing games and go out and touch some grass, and maybe do some hiking instead, because that's also fun. But anyways, back to the comment. Men in gaming get targeted for everything, including their gender. The difference is they understand it's banter and just have fun, and this is all about what I previously said. Being able to understand it's only banter and just having fun is one of the basic requirements you need when playing online, or else, once again, being a gamer isn't for you, regardless of your gender. And also, like I said, 99% of all the gamers that throw insults at you do not mean what they say. And the ones who do, just block them and report them to the admin, okay?
As a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens, you're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing in the comments of my videos. You guys want to be oppressed so bad that you'll look at a man telling me he's gonna tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing, and say that that happens to you too. It doesn't. There's a reason that historically, male-dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe.
If men have never been attacked just for being men, then why do we have this whole red pill manosphere movement? You see, it is a response to all the woke Karens that have been like, "Oh, I hate men, men are bad." I mean, I made a video a while ago on Rachel Zegler, who made this video when she got a bunch of criticism. That's right, she blamed all her critics because they were men, even though some of them were in fact women. But anyways, you get the point. Men have indeed been attacked on the basis of their gender, and I'm not saying this to sound like an oppressed man, because I do believe that women also get attacked on the basis of their gender. And if you don't believe me, just go as a woman to those guys who follow everything Andrew Tate and the Fresh and Fit say to a T. I dare you. But once again, if it happens in a video game, just report them to the admin, mute them and all of that. They are way easier to deal with in a video game than in real life.
I do not care if you feel targeted by me saying men, or if you feel attacked by me saying men. You are part of the problem. If you feel attacked by that, you're part of the problem. If you say just mute them, you're part of the problem. If you sit there and let them say that to me and you don't intervene, you are part of the problem. Because I have a lot of male friends, normal male friends, who don't say slurs and don't threaten people and just play like normal. I understand it is not all men. But if you are not one of the men doing this, it is entirely on you to help stop the men who are. If you don't understand that, and you don't understand power imbalances and gender hierarchy, it's not my place to teach you. I'm not your mother, I'm not your teacher. Close the game for 5 minutes and educate yourself, but stop making this a bad experience for everybody else who's just trying to play the game.
So most of the time, us men intervening and stopping the men that make insults is not necessary, because, like I previously said, most of the time it is trolling. But if those men are making serious threats against you and actually making the gaming experience not safe for you, then I wholeheartedly agree that we need to report them. But let me ask you, why don't you report them yourself as well, rather than making a whole video where you complain about all of this? And I also hate to sound like this boring boomer, but those people who make threats, it has nothing to do with them being men. It has to do with their upbringing, not being hugged enough by their parents and all that. It's those people who think they are special, but in reality are anything but. And when you make this type of critique on them, where you spend the vast majority of the critique complaining about men and male communities, rather than addressing the actual representation of the horrible people, then you are contributing to the same problem you are complaining about, attacking someone for the sole basis of their gender. And that doesn't solve the problem, it makes you a hypocrite. Now, I did some research and found out this is apparently a Twitch streamer who goes by the pseudonym J Hannah, and I knew it, pronouns in the bio, that explains everything. But don't worry, it gets worse.
Genuinely, like, my worst fear is having a son. I'm not even being funny. In general, I think it would just be like more fun to have a girl, because like she can be cunt. But then it's like, even if you have a son, and even if you think he's normal, like, he can like just like become a misogynist one day, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just because like he's like talking to the wrong people or engaging with the wrong media online. You want a little girl just to be a twin? She would be cunt. Like, she would be cunt. No, it's over, Ina. It's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight son.
So apparently her army of simps who would defend her to death claims that this was only a joke and she doesn't mean it. But the thing is, I am a gamer myself, so I understand whenever someone is just joking. But here, there is no communication to the audience that it's a joke. And that is because the things she says here are not funny, they are not insightful, there is no setup and punchline here, and it sounds concerningly consistent with her misandrist remarks in her other videos. To me, I feel like I am watching an Elliot Rodger video, except the gender is swapped. This is literally a female incel, a femcel. I'm sorry for being this brutal, but it really sounds like she has been hurt by a man in her personal life, and now she feels the need to lash out on other men because of that. However, if this was a man saying the same things about women, there would be consequences. Now there is a happy ending to the story because she did indeed face consequences. She received a message from Twitch saying she basically got banned, and the reason behind that? Hateful conduct. Because yes, she was being low-key hateful towards men, and this is not what Mr. Troll gets striked for. What she was doing was actually not okay. She exaggerates the problem she's trying to make, and contributes to the same problem she's talking against, while lacking any self-awareness in the process. And so hopefully this will teach her to become a better person in the future. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, or else Mr. Troll might get back from his retirement just to troll you.